about that tie.
It's a New Orleans tie.
Oh, very nice. Can you do a little close-up with the camera? Thoda sa upar utha ke? Yeah. Oh, nice.
New Orleans.
What is that expression on the face when you're like showing the tie?
It's just a kind of a man's pout.
Oh, a man's pout?
This is the equivalent to a man's pout. No, not quite like that. New Orleans, along with Louisiana, is the birthplace of jazz music, Leena.
Very nice.
Shut up, you fool.
Oh my God. This is if I had like a... I'm sorry, I'm trying to make fun. I'm trying to make fun of this, but I am. Because I think this is... You see those like surgeries gone wrong? Lip plumping gone wrong, eyelashes gone wrong, and all the silicone gone wrong. It's like, yeah, it's very nice.
But there's some people who don't even need surgery for duck lips, such as the former president of the United States of America.
Oh my God.
He just has that permanent look where his eyes are shut and his lips are pouted.
Okay, what about this look?
God. Oh, I love it. I love this guy.
This is like, I told you so. I told you I'm going to get immunity. I told you can't sue me.
Oh,
I told you my middle name is Nawaz Sharif.
Bless.
Seriously, Shehzad, I am getting Nawaz Sharif vibes from Trump.
Oh. Who's Nawaz Sharif?
Okay, those who don't know, can you just explain a little bit about
Nawaz Sharif is the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Has been for 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Is he currently? No.
I don't know.
Okay, we don't know.
Dude, I mean, just the most... sorry if their family is listening.
No sorries.
Yeah.
No sorry from me.
No, it's
and I want to counter his sorry with a sword.
I don't want to hurt any loved one's feelings, because my purpose in life is love, to be loved, to give love.
Aww.
So to his family, yeah, but just a vile, corrupt, useless, charmless... Just with no, I mean, yeah.
So in short, Nawaz Sharif is a Pakistani politician who has used the court again and again and again to get everything forgiven. All the corruption, all the money laundering, everything. And Trump is giving me Nawaz Sharif vibes.
Oh.
Especially after this immunity court case, the Supreme Court has come out, like, the decision is 6-3. 6 people have agreed on it. Now 9 people on the Supreme Court bench, okay? 4 of them are Democrats, and the rest of them, 5 of them, are Republicans. Okay? Every time these parties come in power, they get to appoint, whenever their term is over, a Supreme Court judge. Now, Supreme Court judges are appointed by these parties. How did we get into this? Like 4th of July, Independence Day, and for someone like me who is a very proud American, I do not celebrate 14th of August. I celebrate 4th of July. And the reason I do that is because when I pledged my allegiance to this country, that was the first time I understood what did it mean to be patriotic, what it meant. And my pledge of allegiance it coincided with my culmination of travel all over the US, see all these different remote places, go to all these different towns. I've almost done like 35 states. So, and meeting all these people and seeing what a magnificent country they have built, and the Constitution, what a powerful piece of empowered document that gives us all the rights that we have to be. Just to be whoever we want to be, just to think whatever we want to think, to be able to say what we want to say. Like a country where you can go to the court and say that if Facebook is moderating content, then that goes against the Freedom of Speech Act. Okay? This is the power of this country, and that's why America is the greatest country in the world, not because Trump says so. Now, here comes this guy who he's giving me Nawaz Sharif vibes. He's giving me Pharaoh vibes. That means like he's got presidential immunity. That means like, what if this immunity was around at the time of Nixon? We wouldn't have the Watergate scandal. So what really just happened? I think it's a black day in American history where a president cannot be penalized for the acts and the decisions that he made while in office, in official duty.
So let's just refresh. Trump was convicted, right?
Before this, yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And now the jail sentence or whatever the punishment for that is.
Okay, the sentencing was supposed to happen this week as well, but now the judges have delayed the sentencing because this is a case that happened not because of his actions in the office, but because of his actions prior to getting into office. But here's the thing. There's a little technicality in here. The evidence that they used to decide on this case that they presented in court was collected while he was in office. So now, though he was convicted for the hush money trial, but he has not been sentenced, and they have delayed the sentencing because they're saying that they have to go through it. It may interfere with or it may go against the decision of the Supreme Court. Like, what is this? Like, the reason we come to this country, the reason we feel safe in this country is because nobody is above the law. This Supreme Court decision tells me, even if it's an official position, even if there's presumption and assumption lingo in there, this Supreme Court decision backed by Republican judges tells me that the president is above the law. Like, what would have our forefathers thought? The founding fathers of this country, what would they have thought? Because this was not the idea that we talk about third world countries where just two parties take turns and rule. The same thing's been happening in the US. We say, yes, the Supreme Court, the judicial system is that one system that is completely neutral, but it's not. It would have been a different decision if the majority of the judges were appointed by the Democrats. So I've seen a lot of posts. I have seen a lot of my friends, especially, most of my friends are from the immigrant community. They are feeling very disheartened, calling this day of this judgment as a black day in American history. Shehzad, you have just recently, moved to the United States. Too bad it comes at a time where I feel we're just going to head downhill from here. We had a good run, about 200 something years. But what do you think about it? What is your analysis of this?
I mean, previously, before this, just seeing everything from the outside, as I mentioned, just seemed so farcical, and even the good people.
Farcical, explain that. Like, it seemed like a farce?
Yeah, like a farce, absolutely. Just seemed like a drama, like comedy, like a stage theater play. Even the good ones, even people that were, for example, with character such as Barack Obama. I mean, no one's dropped more bombs across the world than under the regime of Barack Obama, if we want to present the facts. I just feel now, because I've never felt really patriotic about any place, I feel where I am is my home, and I cherish that. That's helped me in all my travels throughout the world. I'm saying try it. I'm not forcing this upon you, but try it and see how you feel. But coming here, I'm trying to learn what that patriotism is and how it benefits an individual. Now, you said this was the first time that you felt patriotic in your life. That's very interesting, and the fact that something like this has shaken such a core belief, which is just as core as religion, or just as core as the laws of physics, or
like
just as
part
core
of my identity.
Yeah, so that for me is that for me is huge. Just vicariously, I'll use that word again,
Right.
vicariously seeing it through your eyes, that's huge.
I think I'm going to end this segment by saying that I'm going to try to adopt your philosophy. My home is where I am, and I could be just anywhere.
And in the meantime, well done to Stormy Daniels for all the press she's getting, for all the tours, the book tours, the TED Talks and everything.
Oh, yeah.
This is America.
That's exactly what we need. Stormy Daniels on a TED Talk.
The Leena Shah